So she's going to talk about Birdbox.
You watched it too. Okay. Input is needed from both parties because we both watched it.
I didn't really see that much.
See, what happened was he was paying attention to me and not the movie. So
did you actually get what I said? Anybody that watches the movie will get what I said. I didn't really see that much.
Now he's being silly. What, you were blindfolded the whole time?
No, but Sandra Bullock was.
So initial thought was, the movie's going to be bad. Well,
because a lot of people, there were mixed reviews.
A lot of people shit on it, actually.
It wasn't horrible.
I thought it was really good. It
wasn't horrible. It had John Malkovich in it.
It had V.D. Wong. It had the girl from Dumpling in it.
Haley.
The girl that played alongside Jennifer Aniston in Dumpling is in that movie.
We're probably going to stock up on movie reviews, to be honest. We're just going to fucking click the button and record different movies that we've actually seen.
I thought it was weird that the creatures could kill you through camera, which I had a bad feeling that was going to happen anyway.
I thought that camera idea was going to work out. I really did.
What camera?
Oh, and by the way, we're good with spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch the video. We'll put a warning in.
We'll put a spoiler warning on there just in case.
I mean, I wouldn't if it was just me doing a review, but she's nice on that. Anyway,
apparently
John Malkovich went out. He both went out like a bitch and like a fucking G. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He just died.
Poor guy got the really shitty end of the deal, honestly.
And he both went out like a fucking gangster and like fucking.
They let this random guy into the house and he just went absolutely nuts and killed everyone in the house except Sandra Bullock and 2 newborns by opening the damn windows. The windows were covered with newspaper or whatever to keep the creatures out so that people would look at them and then go crazy. Apparently, you look at this damn thing and it makes you see things that aren't there. Sarah Paulson was in the movie and she died within 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, who really cares about Sarah Paulson?
I like Sarah Paulson.
Yeah,
I've always liked Sarah Paulson.
You're literally the only one keeping her career alive now.
Like, she's in the new movie Glass, which is this prequel to
she's really in that
Unbreakable and Split. So, I like Sarah Paulson. I think she did a good job. I heard somebody in the kitchen. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just roommates. It's not a big deal. But yeah, these people would look out the window and they'd see things, and then they'd literally lose their mind. Like, she's walking through the hospital after she got an ultrasound done, and there's this lady sitting in a tracksuit talking on the phone, and when she's while she's going in to the doctor's appointment, when she's walking out, that same girl is now running her forehead into a glass wall with blood coming down her face. Turns out she's trying to kill herself because apparently when you look at this creature thing, it makes you want to die, basically. No idea what the creature is because you never see what it is. I'm assuming it's like an alien or something.
It's a shadow.
It's a shadow. Yeah.
But
that
we're
would
not
be more
afraid of shadows. Are we just?
But if you look at it, you die. Like, your eyes do some weird shit. And it literally morphs your brain. So, like, one lady was trying to help Sandra Bullock into the house. She fell over and she landed in the street. Well, she looked at this thing, started talking to someone who wasn't there. Turned out to be her mother, who died 10 years prior to that.
We assume.
According to her husband, played by John Malkovich. But she just randomly gets into a car that's on fire. The car door's gone, so she just gets in the car and sits in the driver's seat. And she's engulfed in flames, and she just sits there and burns to death in the car.
Yeah, because, I mean, who doesn't want to sit in a car and catch on fire?
Like, she literally just got in on her own and sat there and died in the car. She had the 2 little kids. One of the kids was hers. The other one was the child of another woman who had died. And actually, there was only 2 people. Well, 4. You got 2 infants and 2 adults that are alive. Sandra Bullock and this guy named Tom, played by a black man.
That's a black guy.
Don't have any idea who the actor is. But they're in this house. Well, they find this house. And then outside the house, they hear some cars pulling up, and there's bad guys in it.
I actually think it was the same house.
I think it was. I couldn't tell, because there were a lot of trees around that house.
Well, they
and
were
the
there
other
for
house
5
was in
years.
the city.
So they were there for 5 years.
Yeah, but the other one was in the city.
Oh, well, that side
With a big old parking lot in the front yard. But, these people come into the driveway of this house, and they go after Sandra Bullock and the children. Well, other guy's holding a shotgun with his eyes shut. If you look, you die. Well, these people have their eyes open, and they're not dead. So he opens his eyes to kill these people. And he ends up seeing whatever it is that's killing everybody. And then it pans off into the distance. They're running through the woods. The woman and the children, and you hear a loud bang. Apparently, black guy shoots himself. In the head, I think.
Yeah.
He kills all the other guys first. Like 2 women and 3 men. And then shoots himself. So now it's just her and 2 children. Both under the age of 6. They've got to be at least 4 or 5 years old. They're running through the forest, and she falls down a hill and hits her head on a tree trunk and passes out while the 2 children are by themselves. And was it the boy or the girl that started hearing things?
The girl, I think.
The little girl started to hear Sandra Bullock's voice.
Both of them.
Take your blindfold off. Take your blindfold off. Well, real Sandra Bullock is saying, keep your blindfold on. Don't do that. You're going to die if you take blindfold off. She manages to find both children. Blindfold still intact. And they, right before the people attacked the house, they got a radio call. And the guy on the other end said his name was Rick. This is where we're located. We're down, we've got to travel through the river. So they get on this river in a boat. And they're on there for, God, 40-some hours. Just floating down the fucking river.
Too long to be floating down a fucking river. We went on a float trip one time and we could barely handle fucking...
We were on the river for 12 hours. They were on it for 40.
I don't think we were
almost
I don't think
2
we were
days.
on it for 12. I think we were on
No,
it
it was
like
the 12 hour. It was from 9 a.m. to like 9 p.m.
But we got done before 9 p.m.
Yeah, we were done by like 7 or 8, something like that.
We kept paddling faster and faster.
We had to keep paddling backwards because y'all had to stop more than once.
We ended up leaving early too.
Yeah, it was getting rained out and it was cold.
It wasn't getting rained out. We just didn't want to sleep outside on the ground again. We
That's right.
finished the float trip and we packed everything up and we went home. Our present company excluded. That was, you know what? We'll just tell that story in another video. Anyway, they find the place. The guy's fucking blind.
It's a school for the blind. They get there and there's just a whole bunch of people. Well, throughout the movie, they go to this grocery store, and Sandra Bullock finds parakeets in the store. 3 of them. And through the whole movie, she's carrying these 3 birds in a box.
Which I guess is what's called Birdbox now.
No. Well, it could be why it's called Birdbox, but they get to this school, and there's this area in the school that's outdoors, but not outdoors, because it has a roof, but it's made with tree branches and leaves and stuff. It looks almost like a canopy. A man-made canopy. And there's birds everywhere. Well, Rick explains to him what the birds are for. Apparently, the birds warn the people that can see about the creatures coming, because they all start to act erratically.
And they can walk around outside with their blindfolds off because it's covered by tree branches and stuff. There's some sunlight shining through, some of the outside world shining through, but not enough for the creature thing to...
Not for enough for a human, a non-blind human to see it and die. Well, they're going through the canopy, and they come across this Indian woman. Turns out it's Sandra Bullock's doctor from the beginning of the movie. And the doctor asks her what the children's names are. They don't have names. They're boy and girl. And the boy's named Tom, after
I think at that point
the love interest
for the movie,
that she had. And then the little girl was literally named after her mother. Olympia. Olympia?
Olivia.
Something. Wasn't Olivia. It was Olympia, I think. But that's how the movie ended. They let the parakeets out of the box, and they flew up to play with the other birds, and that was it.
Yeah.
So they're literally in a school for blind people.
There's probably going to be a second one, but if it got mixed reviews and
I liked
people
it.
hated it or whatever, they're making stupid memes out of it. They make
Yeah,
stupid memes out of everything.
What I don't like is that people are actually doing the Birdbox challenge. Somebody decided to blindfold themselves and then drive their car. Did you not hear about that?
Yeah.
They drove their car while blindfolded.
You know what? We'll do
I'm like, are you what?
We got a 12-minute review video here. We will
We'll do a
we'll do another rant video.
Stupid. I think we should do a rant challenges that people do. That would be fucking funny.
Like, comment, subscribe, and click the little bell.
The bell for
so you know that we know that